Stories have always been a way of self-expression. We use them to communicate ideas and morals. Even though these tales have different meanings and leave us feeling something different, there is something so similar about them. In 1949, a man named Joseph Campbell published a book called The Hero with a Thousand Faces. This book highlights how the myths and the stories we love today are the same. He found a pattern. This system is called the hero's journey. This is what we're going to talk about today. I'm not here to tell you what story has to look like, but if you are someone like me who loves story but has struggled to figure it out, this may be helpful. Let's get into it. This is the hero's journey. There are 12 key steps to this that can help you form your story. Status quo. This is where you introduce your ordinary world and your not-so-ordinary character. This world is familiar to your character. The idea is that they are used to this world and know it very well. Call to adventure. Your character is invited on this quest. Whether it is through a phone call, letter, or an attack on a village, your character is given a choice. But the question is whether they will accept the adventure. The refusal. Your character is drawn to the adventure, but because of their own fear, they avoid it. Assistance. This is when your Gandalf character arrives and advises. Well, it doesn't have to be Gandalf, but this character is kind of made to influence your character on the choice to go on this adventure. Departure. This is it. They've decided to go. What do they want out of this adventure? What do they need? They're going to cross that threshold into a new, terrifying world. They are out of their element and are introduced to a new way of life. Trials. Maybe your character helps someone, looks for treasure. Maybe they meet some friends. Do they form a fellowship? This is going to take up a lot of your story. These are the events before your character faces the big bad. Approach. They are about to face their biggest fear, and the tension is building as they enter the darkest realm. Crisis. This is the darkest moment for your character. Maybe they defeat the enemy, but they don't have to. Crisis is about the enemy, yes, but the biggest struggle will be the internal conflict for your character. How you choose to proceed is up to you. Treasure. The big bad is defeated, and now it's time for your character to collect the reward. A pile of gold, love, fame, that's up to you. Return. Your character is traveling back to the ordinary world. They have the key to bring healing. But a good thing to remember is, things don't go back to normal. Conflict changes things. What does this look like in your story? New life. Your character has changed and they are a new person. They will never be the same. Did they get what they wanted? The key thing to know is that your character got what they needed. Resolution. Your character is resting in their new world. This is your happy ending, or if it's not happy, then this is your ending. And if you are writing a series, this doesn't mean the story is over. Just give them a moment and let the audience process with your character. Your character should know that what they wanted at the beginning wasn't as important as what they needed. Maybe the story continues. How would that work? Easy. Go back around the hero's journey. There are many resources to help you create your story. There are also many systems for writing. One that I'm very fond of is the 3-act structure. I found that the hero's journey and the 3-act structure work very well together, so I would suggest checking that one out. It's important for new writers like myself to learn these systems before we change them. The information in this video is what many authors have said and talked about, and if you want a really good video on the hero's journey, there will be a link in the description. That's going to be it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and have an amazing day.